Hello friends, Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again, wrapping up this box case of Dynasty that started off badly. I've added up not everything, but everything of any particular interesting value, and it's like $40 worth out of 2 boxes and nothing that I needed. So Dynasty, I was talking about it when I was looking at Everfest again. Dynasty just is kind of a downer to revisit after you've been looking at other stuff. And I'm not sure it's fair completely. There are a lot of lower rarity things that are very good in Dynasty. But when you get to the higher value slots, you either hit those top few things or you are toast. And, well, that's interesting. Okay. So, right off the bat here, this is not the Marvel, but it is a cold foil Emperor. First cold, I've pulled half a dozen rainbow foils, but this is the first cold foil Emperor that I have seen. And the sad part is, even with that, that's not really an incredible, like, I'm going to pull it up real quick just while I'm thinking about it. I don't normally do this, but with this particular example, I think it's interesting. Emperor Drakai. What do we got? The cold foil version is like $50 for a cold foil legendary. That's just kind of a little bit of a letdown. Now, I didn't have one, so at least from that perspective, that's already more value than I had in those first 2 boxes combined. So, first pack, box 3. You know, we'll consider that definitely a good start. That is already better than the first 2 boxes combined. So that's not bad. I shouldn't sound too cranky about it. And Majestic number 1 is Deadeye. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So I've not even seen, I don't think, a cold foil one. I know I haven't seen a Marvel. Now that would, how nice would that be? Because I'm pretty sure the Marvel is actually a different frequency. So theoretically, a Marvel could still pop up for us. I'm not expecting it. I'm not saying it's likely. Not nearly as likely as getting BIOS update as our second Majestic. In fact, it is distinctly unlikely and improbable. But we could still find some pretty wild spice. You get lots of rares in Dynasty. I had multiple 4 rare packs in those first 2 boxes. And that's another thing. I have not gone through all of the, foil Leave No Witnesses. I had pulled 2 of the regular ones so far. But getting a foil one is nice. Now that's the other thing. There are very few ills that a couple of surgical extractions can't heal too. So if we could land, especially multiple surgical extractions, which is pretty improbable as well, that would be a pretty nice boost to the pulls as well. But I've already, with that cold foil Emperor, that is already a hit that I was lacking. So that is something right off the bat. That is a pretty serious. Alright, so there is a Payday and a Rainbow Foil Annals of Sutcliffe. But we got us Majestic number 3 is a Payday. Payday was kind of up there a little bit at first and then came back down as time has gone by. Leave No Witnesses and, you know, Surgical Extraction, obviously. Never Yield for another Majestic. Are definitely the preferred. And even Eradicate has kind of come down, which I think Eradicate's pretty darn good, too. Shred, because of exactly how much it can actually cause to be banished. So I don't know. I had a box without a cold foil, so I'm feeling like this box is going to have 2 since the Emperor was in that first pack. I could be mistaken, but just trends I've seen, I'm thinking there'll be a second. There is a Savage Beatdown for another Majestic. So like this box already, we're just now at the halfway point of this box, and it is already swinging way harder than either of the other boxes from this case I already opened. Maybe we're on the upswing. On the other hand, this half of the box could be completely dead. No way to know. Not until we see it all. Alright, so there's 2 common foils and a couple of rares. Lots of multi-foil packs. I've had both foils be rares and then get 2 more rares. Like, so there's all kinds of little fun knickknacks you can get, which kind of gives the illusion of, hey, you're getting all kinds of great stuff. But then Dynasty just overall has not. Alright, there's a second cold foil. Galvanic Blender. I know it's Bender. Shut up. Leave me alone. So that one's a rare. Nothing too thrilling there, but not bad. We did, in fact, get a second cold foil to make up for that box that was missing one altogether. And nothing much impressive there. We got 6 packs left, including this one. Have not hit a Majestic in a hot minute, but we did just get that cold foil. There's Drill Shot and Berserk right on cue with another Majestic. So it's still, I don't know, this still, you know it's bad when you pull a cold foil legendary Emperor and you're like, this still just feels kind of weak. Like, I like the set. There are a lot of cards that have become staples for me, for a lot of other people. There's just a lot of good stuff, but just overall something about it doesn't seem to be clicking with me or clicking with other folk either. There's a foil Majestic Berserk. So that's something. Yeah, this box is actually kind of wild. If the last box can do something anywhere close to what this one has done so far. Oh, and that is a damaged as heck. Oh, that is frustrating. So there is a rainbow foil legendary, but a very damaged one. I already have one of these, and honestly, like, I throw stuff into my collection to keep. I may just keep this one. Because from the top view there now, like really close in, you can get a look at it. I don't know. I'll have to look on that. That's frustrating that that's as dinged up as it is, but that is a Rainbow Foil Legendary Invoke Soraya. So that box isn't even over yet. We got one more pack. I almost forgot. That's another thing. That was a really, really frustratingly dinged up card. Nothing else in the last one. And I don't think... Well, maybe I can check. I don't know what the replacement program actually looks like. What they do for that. I'll have to look into if they do legendaries at all. I feel like they didn't do cold foil legendaries, but I feel like they may not have done legendaries at all. I'll have to dig into that and see what I can find out. And there's a regular Amethyst Tiara. Ether Quickening, followed by the same thing, but not shiny. Because if I could get a replacement for that Soraya, that'd be great. So that box actually, in the end, aside from the damage to the Soraya, that box was pretty epic. A foil, Leave No Witnesses, 2 cold foils, one of which is the Emperor, and a Rainbow Foil Legendary. What was that? 11 total hits, but 2 of them were legendaries. That box, aside from the damage, brought some good feelings back. Rob from the Rich... Sorry. Started singing about the hero of Canton from Firefly. My bad. Key Unleashed. And a thrilling Dust from the Shadow Crypts. Could do without that one. Not gonna lie. Alright. It's a Rainbow Foil Seasoned Savior. Majestic piece of equipment. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So that's our first Rainbow Foil Majestic of the box. Yeah, I was about to say. We got a Leave No Witnesses in the previous box. Blessing of Focus. Nothing much else there. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how this box ends up. If we can get a couple more nice hits, that'd be wonderful. There's our friend Eradicate that I was talking about a minute. See, when this hits a hero, banish the top X, where X is the amount of damage dealt. So especially if you get a chain going again there, where they've already blocked a lot of stuff. You might squeak a whole lot of banishing fun out of there. Another foil Majestic. That's Mind Warp this time. Not as good as Season Savior, but not bad. Tiger Swipe for another Majestic. That's a 2 Majestic pack. But yeah, I feel like Eradicate has a good spot. Or alternately, the exact opposite. If they've not blocked a whole bunch of earlier stuff, that's that last, you haven't blocked me much yet, but I bet you're gonna block this. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, we got about half of this last box left of what has been a very streaky case. I'm hoping this box has like another... We haven't gotten a cold foil yet. I'm hoping this box has some last second surprises for us though. Another 3 rare pack. Last minute surprises would be wondrous. Foil gold. We'll set that aside as a, hey, that's kind of nifty. And a majestic heat seeker. I think my pack of sleeves I'm pulling out of just, if it didn't run out, it is very close. So I'm gonna have to scramble for another stack of sleeves here in just a second, I hope. Blessing of Ether. Man, yeah, the last little bit of this box has been really slow. Ever since that heat seeker, I guess. There's shred, puncture, and a couple of rares. Whew. All right, let's close out with some heat. I think we got what? The one I've got 6 total, including the one in my hand. There's Celestial Kimono. A majestic piece of equipment. It is not one that I still need, but we will gladly accept a majestic. Yep, and that was the last sleeve from that stack. Let's grab some sleeves from over here for the close. Those last 5 or so packs. I like those tigers. I think the art's nice. Alright. Right on cue, we got a majestic cleave that time. Point the tip and hashtag blessed. Both of them were blessings. 3 left. Let's cross our fingers for some last pack magic here. That wouldn't hurt, no. Precision Press and Spell Fray. I actually think I still need... There are a couple of the Spell Frays I have not pulled a cold foil yet of. Oof. Last pack. Hopefully a cold foil, because we have not gotten one this box. Cold foil hyperdrive red. So funny enough, this isn't a hit like I was hoping for, but I am pretty sure I've pulled multiples of every other foil hyperdriver. I think this cold foil red hyperdriver is the one that I had not pulled yet. So I think, as much as it's not the super spicy hit I might have hoped for, I think I actually need it. So I can live with that. So that box ended up getting us I forget which box the Berserk was in, but at least the Mind Warp and the Season Savior, I think those were the 2 this box. Yeah, because there were 5 the other box, and then this cold foil, and then 7 Majestics. Now we've got some issues. We still no surgical extraction. The Soraya being dinged up is a pretty massive issue. Like, that was badly bent. Like I said, I'll probably end up just keeping this one because of the way I handle my collection stuff. But that's still very frustrating. But then this cold foil Emperor. Yeah, I don't know. That's at least two things I didn't have. I can't remember about Galvanic Blender or not. Um, Bender. And then a decent swath of Majestics. Not a spectacular one. Like I said, no surgical, no non-foil. Leave no witnesses, but not bad either. So yeah, second half was clearly better than the first half. So yeah, I mean, it is an okay case, but definitely not a great one, and it's still a pretty one overall. No marvel. So yeah, Dynasty's tough. It's definitely not like some sets that jump away from, come back to it, and I'm like, man, I forget how fun this is. Everfest, Monarch, Crucible, and this one, like I jump away from, I come back to it, and I'm like, maybe not as much. So that's disappointing. But I also still have stuff that I want to hunt for. So who knows? And it is what it is. We'll see how things continue down the future. But we're also pretty close to Outsiders, so I might have to pivot to the new stuff for a hot minute. You know how that goes. In any case, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz if in fact you like what I'm doing. I appreciate it if you do. In any case, I appreciate you just spending some time with me today. I know your time is valuable, so I try not to take advantage of it. In any case, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.